Hey guys, my name's Lydia and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my channel, welcome. Today we're gonna do a houseplant tour. Woohoo! Woohoo! This is probably one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. And I don't have quite as many plants as most plant tubers, plant YouTuber people have. And I'm just excited to do it. So let's get into it. So let's just start from here. I got this for Mother's Day this year. My husband got it for me and I saw it online at a local plant shop, Palm and Pine I think it's called, in Asheville, North Carolina. But it literally just put out this new leaf. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And it has like five new leaves coming. So I'm pumped, y'all. I'm pumped about this. Monstera Deliciosa. So I have like herbs here too. So these are like my outside plants right here, but I've mixed in my house plants. So like usually this is my beefsteak begonia. And I got this from my husband's grandmother. I got this as like 3 leaves 2 years ago. It has just popped off. I've repotted it a couple times because I haven't figured out quite what kind of pot it really likes, but I think once I put it in this terracotta pot, it just really is happy, and it's just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. What? And it's just like, this is probably one of my favorite plants that I have, just because it's so interesting to look at, and it keeps putting out little babies. This is the 3rd little baby that it's put out, and I'm just gonna let this one grow. I've taken the other ones out and repotted them and gifted them. I gave one to my mother-in-law. Oh, it's so cute. It gets shaded from this because it doesn't like direct sunlight, but it's really happy. So next to it I have a hibiscus that I didn't think was going to come back, but it did. I don't know if it's gonna put flowers out or not. When I bought it last year for like $10, we rescued it from Lowe's. I've just been letting it do whatever it wants, and if it doesn't put flowers out, then it doesn't. Once we buy a house, it'll go in the ground if it's not dead by then, and maybe it'll put flowers out, and I'll get a couple more, because apparently they like having multiple of them together, I guess. I don't know. If you know anything about hibiscus, and maybe they are gonna put flowers out. That'd be cool. But if you know anything about hibiscus, leave me some comments and tell me what I'm doing or not doing. Next is my rosemary. And then I have some lemon thyme. That smells really good. And then I have lavender, which is doing really well. It's like a bush. And now it smells so good. Next to that, I have in this big cement pot, I have a butterfly bush. I think it's a dwarf butterfly bush, and it is about to pop off. It's about to pop off! Woohoo! I just love this pot that I have it in. It's so pretty. Oh. Next to my butterfly bush, I have my elephant ear that my mother-in-law gave me. And I have it in a pot. Obviously, we are renting our house, so that's why all of these things that would usually probably be in the ground are not, because I am not leaving my plants here. I made the mistake of like putting my purple hearts, so I put my purple hearts in the ground, and these are like super resilient and hardy, and they will just come back. But for some reason where I put them, I guess, it didn't like the situation where it was, and it was growing in all like this, so it all looked like that. And so I dug it up and put it in these pots, and now it's doing much better. Purple heart, oh, so beautiful. You make me happy, and you feel so good. And my husband's grandmother also gave me this, so this is just special, and it's just pretty. Down here I have my Boston ferns, which I got at Lowe's, and I just split it up. So basically it was like this. It was this plant, big plant, that I just took pieces out of and split it up and put it in these terracotta pots. But my Boston ferns are doing so good outside. they are all putting out new growth. Like that is a brand new, beautiful. It's so green and pretty. Oh, I love a fern, y'all. I love a fern. I love these ferns. Next, down here I have my caladium, which I got last year, and it was much bigger last year, but for some reason this plant and my alocasia poly went dormant over the winter, and this guy came back. I had them potted together, this one and the alocasia. I had them potted together last summer and they looked so pretty together, but I guess they just didn't like their home together, because this took forever to come back, but once I put it in its own pot, it bounced back. You're cute, you're adorable, and I like the way your leaves look, but I wish you were bigger like you were last year. It was much bigger last year. And then next to that, I have, I don't even know what this is called, but my mother-in-law gave it to me, and it's just really pretty, and it has these cute little yellow flowers. It's just pretty. Okay, that's it for the sidewalk plants. These are my sidewalk plants. Next, we'll go over here. This is like the succulent area, I guess you can say. I don't know the names of like half of these plants. But we'll just start down here. And I got most of these for my birthday, last year or the year before? This one, and these guys for my birthday, which I think are so cute. And then this flapjack, which I also got from, guess who? My mother-in-law. And it took a minute, but now it's doing pretty good. The bugs obviously have gotten to it, and you'll notice that on some of my plants, because obviously they are outside. So the bugs are out here also. I spray with neem oil, and that seems to help a lot. But as long as they're outside right now, I'm not too worried about it. I'll worry about the bugs once they come back inside. And then I have this beautiful thing, which I don't remember the name of, but I think it's just so cute. Look how pretty it is, and it's just like kind of like does its own thing, and I just love it. Look how adorable it is. And it's loving it outside, aren't you? Yes, you are. You just love it out here. Okay, and then next we have my jade plant, which is probably one of my favorite plants. My friend Mandy gave me this plant, and she has gifted me also quite a few plants in my collection. And this guy is stretching some, which I hate because it's getting top heavy, but it's doing well, and I just love this plant. I've always wanted a jade, and my friend was nice enough to give it to me. And it's just so beautiful. This is literally probably one of my favorite plants. Literally, probably all of my plants are my favorite. Oh. Okay, and then next is my snake plant. Funny story about this plant is I stole it from Asheville Mall. They have these giant snake plants at Asheville Mall, all throughout the mall. So I used to work out with this group called Fit for Mom Asheville, and it was probably like raining or super cold out or something, and so we went to the mall to like do our workout, even though they told us that we couldn't be there and work out. So we just decided to just do some walking or whatever with our kids, in the stroller. And so we did that, and a new mama is also a plant person, and so I was like, oh my god, I need a cutting of these snake plants, and she whips out a pocket knife and was like, here, take my pocket knife and get you a cutting. And so I did. I took myself a cutting, and I also got a couple of the other mamas some cuttings, and we took our cuttings and we left. That one, it makes me happy. I like the story. That makes me happy. Okay, moving on. So this is my succulent section. Quite a few overview. So this is an aloe, obviously. I'm not sure if it's an aloe vera. I don't think it is. Honestly, I don't know. But I got this for free off the marketplace on Facebook, and it likes this cute little mushroom pot. It's cute. And then I have this guy, which I don't know the name of, but look how adorable and fuzzy wuzzy this is. Oh my goodness. I got this from the same lady who gave me this. And it's just, it's so pretty. Ooh. And then down here I have like a jade variety. I'm not exactly sure what variety it is, but I know it is a jade. Same thing with this guy, is a jade of some sort. I don't know the name again, specifically. And then over here I have Mother of Millions, which you can probably tell is stretching for light, though I think it's doing a little better over here. I had it at the other end of the porch and it wasn't getting enough direct sunlight, but I think that these leaves are starting to do a little better. And then here, I don't know what this is, but I think it's super cute. Some kind of rope, something maybe, I'm not exactly sure. If you know what this is, let me know. Okay? And this. I can't remember. I could just Google it, but. And then I have this guy, which I also don't know the name of, which I thought was cute, and I got it for 75 cents at Walmart, so what the hell? Why not? Why not? You know, 75 cents, you're adorable. Right when spring started and like started getting warm, I put it outside and it was a little too much sun too fast, and so these leaves got burnt. But since then, it has done much better. Yay! Succulent section and snake plant. Moving on, moving on. I'll show you my orchids. This orchid right here was like one of my first plants. My friend Serena gave it to me after I had my son, and I actually got it to bloom this year. It had flowers last year when she gave it to me, and then I got it to bloom this year. And this came from my grandmother. I rescued it from her house because my aunt was trying to drown it to death or do something crazy to it, and so I basically took it from there as soon as I saw it. And it is doing so well in this plastic pot, and just put out this new leaf, and the roots are growing so well. Look at that. Oh my god, you're so cute. I love orchid roots. Ugh, they're like, look at that brand new leaf or root right here. Oh, they're so cute and adorable. And you can just see like the roots in the inside are growing. I dig this. I dig an orchid, y'all. And my mini orchid is putting out 2 new roots and a new leaf. I mean, come on, y'all. This is just satisfying. So I got this big one at the same time as I rescued the other one. So they both had flowers, and this guy has been here since February. And it's still going so strong. And it still has the same bloom. And it also is putting out a new leaf right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it is. And I just put it in this pot like 2 weeks ago. I had it in terracotta and it just was too dry. So I think it likes this pot, but they need to be watered. So that'll happen today or tomorrow. Okay, and then next I have another beefsteak begonia over here that I just took from the plant, the bigger plant that I have, and it is popping off, y'all. And it is loving life out here too. I had it out in the rain a little bit, and it liked that okay. It needs more sun, honestly. But look how cute that is. Aww. So over here, I have my like different varieties of pothos. I got this from my mother-in-law's house, and this from my mother-in-law's house. I literally just went around her house and took a bunch of cuttings of basically like all of her plants. I have another pothos. This I got from a plant that was a gift to my daughter, and I just took some cuttings from it, and I've had it in here for quite a while, and it's doing really well too. These are my spider plants. My friend Mandy gave me seeds, and I got 2 plants out of it. I think she sent me like 20 seeds, and only 2 plants popped out. But that's okay. These are gonna pop off soon, and if my cat will stop freaking eating it, that's why I had to move. So these two were inside, and I had to move them outside because my cat, it will not stop eating my spider plants. So hopefully, and these need to be watered too. This is way too dry. I haven't watered them in a couple of days, so. And then behind that I have a ZZ plant, which I got from my mother-in-law, and this is like all I got from her, and it's been getting taller, and the leaves have gotten darker. It is doing well. It might be in too big of a pot, and that's why it hasn't grown anymore. But I'm just letting it be. I'm just gonna let it sort it out and fill this pot up. And I'm just gonna be patient. Some of them I've wanted to make sure they had like optimum conditions to grow as fast as they can, and some of them I'm just like, you know, take your time. This is my peace lily that I got. This is my newest plant and my last plant until we move. But I just thought it was so adorable, and I never even had the desire really to have a peace lily, but then I saw this cute little tiny one and I just had to have it. So yeah, I got it. You're cute. And you just live under here. You just live under here. You're adorable. And then next to that, so earlier I talked about my alocasia poly, and I'll insert a picture here of what this looked like when I bought it and when I put it in the pot with my caladium. So it went dormant, and these were potted together. I had them in a terracotta pot about the same size as that one. I don't know, what is that, 6 inches? And it went dormant over the winter, and it is just now putting out some growth right here. I just split these up and put them in their own little pots by themselves, but it literally has not done anything until I finally put it in its own little pot. This one is not doing shit. This one's not doing anything. And this is just another one that I'm like, okay, I guess you just grow at your own pace, and even though you're making me mad because I dig this plant a lot and I want to see its leaves, I'm just going to let it do what it needs to do. Do what you want, I guess. I'll just keep watering you freeloaders. Freeloading alocasias. Another freeloader over here is this Rex begonia. I got this, I think, for like $1 at Lowe's, and look, I mean, it's like, this is dying. This whole plant basically looked like this, maybe a little happier, basically the whole time I've had it until very recently. Honestly, I thought about throwing this thing outside and just letting it die so many times, but then I was like, it was only $1, so I'll just let it freaking be a freeloader and let it grow at its own pace, right? Right, that's what we're all doing. We're all just trying to grow at our own pace. After that, we're almost done, y'all. Is my aloe plant, and I got this as a gift, but I had overwatered it, and then Max pulled it down off the shelf, and so it broke in some pieces, and it was just so sad. But now it's happy again. You're so pretty, Aloe. Oh. Okay, back to your home. After that, I have my Christmas cactus, which has also been a trouble child. And for some reason, I just could not get them to root. They would not root, and so I had to cut them way back. And I ultimately ended up with just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and it was just these 6 leaves for a good year, I think, like almost a year. And then finally this season, they have just popped off. So all of these leaves are new. You can see these baby leaves are new. So it's getting happier. So maybe this year it'll bloom when it's supposed to. So I guess we'll see. Let's hope. Okay, last couple plants. This is like my pride and joy. This is my orchid cactus, or queen of the night. It is so awesome and very mysterious. All of these are stems, like stems, and they bloom at night. That's why they're called queen of the night. And apparently their blooms are huge, beautiful white flowers that smell heavenly, and this plant is so interesting. Look how cute these leaves are. And I got this also from my husband's grandmother. Very special plant to me. And it's just cool. Like, look how cool that is. But apparently this plant can take years and years to bloom. Like, years. And I don't know why that is. So I just try to give it everything it needs and wants and could desire. And so maybe it'll bloom. But until then, I just enjoy it. Last but not least is this pothos. We're going to end it with the pothos. And you're so pretty. And I also made this hanger. It's not macrame, but it's made out of lace. And I just thought it was cool. And this variegated, what is it, Golden Queen? I don't know what it's called. You guys, tell me what this is called. And I did have it like wrapped up, but I didn't think it was doing so well. Since I let this down, it has just kind of bushed out a little bit, and I like it. I want these to be bushy. So that is it for my plant tour. This is the last plant on the tour. I hope you guys liked it. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed my houseplant tour, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!